Oh.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh dear. I'll just fill in, don't you worry. Oh no, what are you playing there? Something personal? Oh. Here we go.
It's the end of that vote.
I'm going to ask you about this. Do you think Marissa had to vote Ange out tonight? She shouldn't have done, in my opinion.
Okay. Unfortunately, baby, I disagree with you. I think the smartest thing for her to do was to vote Angela out, because if Casey gets another vote, it's going to be very obvious where it came from.
Yeah, but so what? They all know that her loyalty is with Angela.
No, that's very true. But
so how does that help Marissa in the long run?
Okay,
she just stuck a knife in her friend.
Okay, that's true. But I think in the long run it helps her because, no.
What I might add is we watched these a ridiculous hour, and I'm absolutely knackered at this point.
No one else has reason to think Marissa's trying to get them out, so any potential target on Marissa's back is taken off. And then secondly, it's probably better for Angie's well-being in the house, because socially she's fucked it, because Casey doesn't do anything, and that means she doesn't do anything to anyone, so no one has a reason to dislike her, and she's just this quiet girl with the rainbow tattoo that tans in the garden. So people will just read it as Angela's attacking this poor defenseless Casey for no reason.
Casey's a bit rough.
She's rough.
Yeah, I mean, she's I don't know, just sawdust, isn't she? Bulldust, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is bulldust? Anyway, do you know what I've noticed, actually? These people always just say, the wrong word, it's always just, they always just fuck it up right at the end. What did Chad say earlier? Oh yeah, it's time to take a chop at the big, and then he said dogs instead of logs, and I'm like, are you actually stupid? Well, yeah, Chad is actually
you wanted
stupid.
To say, chop the big logs.
Why would you not
say
that?
It's dogs,
not
logs.
In the game.
Yeah, but when you chop something...
Well, I think chop is probably the wrong word.
I just think Chad's
Take a shot at the big dogs, probably.
Okay, there we go, that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like Chad only learnt to speak, when he was 14 or something. He's just still not...
Raised by possums, maybe. Yeah. They can't speak English.
I'm sad Angela's gone, though.
Yeah, you saw it coming, didn't you? So it wasn't a sort of extreme reaction when the axe fell.
No, I didn't see it coming. That's the problem. I didn't see it coming until she started running her mouth, and that is always where she fucks up. She just starts running her mouth, and she doesn't have any tact, so, she can get people on side, she can play the game, she's got, the mental advantage that they keep talking about, or whatever the fuck it is. But, actually, when it comes to, defending herself and getting her points across in a civil manner, she can't do it. She just
she only knows how to make good TV, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's it. She just says all this outrageous shit, and it's just hun,
rein it in.
Shut your mouth, innit? Yeah,
what you said to Sabong weeks ago. Angela was telling him to rein it in because he was talking too much for a big game.
Yeah, it's true. But I don't even think she was talking too much for a big game. She was just talking too much. She was just making she was just creating too much attention and buzz around herself, and then it's just not good. You just gotta humble yourself, be all meek and mild, and
I don't agree with that.
You know, you should have done your work in the scramble. There's no need to get into the eviction room and start fighting and pulling out the big... there's no need for the special attacks.
The eviction room's the place to, what did she say, come clean or something?
Yeah, that's it. That wasn't coming clean.
It's the dining room where you do that, isn't it?
Yeah, or in the scramble, just she was doing so well in the scramble, she properly convinced all the dum-dums. And then, yeah.
Well, she didn't do enough, clearly. I don't think she did enough. I think Matt in the diary room saying, Angela's just done this, I was fine with her, but what she just said in that room has changed my mind.
Oh, what a load of bollocks.
I think that's bollocks.
Did Matt say that as well? I thought it was just that.
He used those sort of lines. Matt said, I was fine with Angela, but what she just said is just...
Oh, what, during that... sorry, I was on Twitter, I'm sorry. So I think, I think that in the scramble she was doing really well. I think she had done enough. And okay, I hadn't seen what the other housemates had done, but Angela had definitely Angela definitely said the right things to the right people she'd done enough.
Yeah.
And then she went into the diary room and just not only undid it, but did it into minus figures.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. And she's just go on.
She was like the Energizer Bunny, wasn't she?
She was so funny. But yeah, I think she's done I think she's done so much that not only has it gone into negative figures, that she's actually reversed her prediction. And Chad will make it through, and as will Sophie, they will sail through the next 2 weeks, because it's just, there's all guns blazing, and, my girl bought a fucking AK and a cannon, Jesus, Angela. Wow.
You've been quite enjoying Big Brother Australia up to this point, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. It's fun.
Are you going to come back and watch it with me tomorrow, even though Angela's not there?
I don't know if I want to watch it without Angela.
You and everyone else. That concludes that bit of the podcast.
Hey, buy Lindsay's book. It's really good. I read it. I promise.
Cool.
Buy it. First Aid Kit Girl by Lindsay Rose. Available on Amazon.
Free advertising. Did you make it do that?
No, I actually cut him off because I was like, "You're talking for too long."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Wait," and then I was like, "Okay, I'll resume it." And that's when he wanted to plug your book.
Love you, Dan. Someone's read my book round here. So did he watch it the next day? That's what I'm curious about. I did.
He asked me if we could watch it.
Did
he?
He
could come back for it.
Turncoat. Do you want to carry on or you want to break?
Let's have a break for the next.
Okay.
We'll go into the next episode.
Stretch our legs. The next episode. We're back.
The final episode of the week.
Now, be careful. There's some coarse language coming up.
Is there?
Not on the podcast, just in Big Brother Australia.
Oh.
That's what it said at the start. Some coarse language.
Oh, like a warning.
Yeah, but they've been saying shit and stuff for ages. Is that cool?
Did they say shit at 7:30?
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit like Ireland. I think the
piss
standards are different. Like in Ireland, swearing is really normal. So there's no watershed where they start saying it afterwards.
Oh,
there
really?
probably is, but you hear it quite early. You know,
They ain't saying the C word on CBeebies, are they?
No. Don't they say feck?
Oh, yeah. Instead of foot.
Yeah, and I think it's not as severe.
No, it's not as taboo. My friend, who's got a 6-year-old, she thinks it's funny when we accidentally swear in front of her.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh no, don't say that. That's a really bad word. And she says, my friend says, but it's just a word.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting because normally your parents are like, oh my god, it's so bad.
But I think the argument is if you say oh my god, don't say that, it makes it bigger than it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the child knows it's something and
also every
weaponises it.
grown-up swears, so it's just...
Do you know, I find it really hard to not swear.
I do too.
In a professional setting, because it's just part of the way I talk.
I swear all the time at work.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a job anymore.
Yes, you do.
I swear in front of kids though, and I don't mean to, and then I'm like, ooh, and then Matilda laughs, and then I'm like, oh. It's
you have to actually meet beneficiaries, or...
No, like my friends' kids, not kids at work.
Right.
Oh my god, no,
why are the kids at work?
No, I wouldn't do that. Somehow I'd be able to not do it. Because you can not do it. You can not do it in a job interview, not swear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
well, can you? I'm wondering, have I sworn in a job interview properly?
I have sworn in a job interview as well. I wonder why I didn't get that job. Like when I mentioned Jedward in my job interview once.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't remember in what context. So then I just thought... I remember coming out and just texting my friend Lee and be like, I mentioned Jedward, and he was like, you're not going to get that job.
Jedward have got a lot to answer for.
They do. But at least they're supporting Black Lives Matter, so...
Oh yeah, from the
not
sidelines, on the balcony.
Black Lives Matter! Oh god. Anyway, everyone was bragging about being in the top 10.
It was, do you know, it's day 26. That's not very long into the experience.
How long is actually left of this show?
I don't know. Well, if there's 10 left, and there's been 10 already.
Isn't it 7 weeks?
It's going to be double that, is it?
How many weeks we've been
40
watching?
days, 40 odd days.
This is our 4th podcast. There's probably 3 left.
Is that all?
I think so.
Jesus.
Is it? I don't know. Well, something like that.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Um...
If you do know when the final is, tweet us at BB on Bus. Let us know.
So BB said, "Who wins? You decide," and I said, "I decide Angela." Which is not really going to work. And I'm sick of looking at Dan's face. Oh, and then we have this biggest load of bullshit ever.
as a Zoom call.
What the fuck?
Wait, can I just say before that?
Yes.
It was Kieran, like,
Picking his
celebrating,
nose,
still
eating
being there, and he was bigging himself up in the diary room, and he said the strategical mastermind
Oh, God.
that everyone underplays and everyone doesn't think will go far, but actually does. And then my dad was like, he's going to go, isn't he? And it did feel that way, like he's setting himself up.
I actually thought he was going to go this episode
for a
too.
fall, yeah. And then I've written the coming up, like the preview of the episode, was actually quite exciting. I remember watching it and being like, oh, so you can edit dull people to be exciting in a format like this.
You can if you have a whole week's worth of Big Brother in one day, I reckon.
You go on, Daniel and his girlfriend.
Oh, so yeah, Dan gets called to... I know, first he was going on about his girlfriend, so they obviously spliced that bit in. It wasn't with his girlfriend, they split up, but then he realised, like...
It's the woman who he's hoping to rekindle his relationship with. He didn't even say relationship.
I thought he
did
was having it off with Talia.
Oh, good point. Well,
Just saying.
he signed a contract.
She was trying
can't
to.
Go too far
She
with
was
that.
trying to, but he wasn't that interested, was he?
Oh, really?
Oh, really? So anyway...
Well, he was going up to Hannah
Oh, was he?
when she was in the cage, right?
Oh
With his
yeah.
armpits up in the air.
Oh, yeah. A sure sign of flirtation. So, for some reason, Big Brother decided to put his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever the hell she
on
is...
the fucking wall.
Why is that wall
Size
so
of a
big?
wall.
Imagine seeing your face on the size of that wall.
Horrible.
It'd be awful. It's like something out of a horror
I'd
film.
like to see Jackie's dog on it, though.
Yeah, that would be good. So then... hold on.
Big Brother said before you came here, what happened with Anna? And I've written, who cares?
Yeah. I put, reading between the lines, he treated her like crap and now he's regretting it.
Or maybe cheated on her. He said
Yeah.
he made a dumb decision.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh, we'll leave you two to talk. And, oh, King Dan, he can go talk to his girlfriend for no reason.
Yeah.
And no one else
He
gets
didn't even
anything.
earn it.
No, that was just pure favouritism.
Yeah.
Is what that was.
I said the only thing I appreciate about Dan's Zoom call is the technology. The fact that she could actually see him and he could see her, I thought was quite impressive.
Could she see him?
Yeah.
How do
she
we
said,
know?
you look so gorgeous or something.
Oh, right.
She said that.
Could she not have just been talking about in general?
No, she could definitely see him.
Are you sure she
There was
could
a
see him, though? The reason I'm asking is because she said, you look so gorgeous. And he is.
So basically, he was sat on the edge of the sofa in front of the big wall screen, and there was a camera like trained on him just in the corner. I guess it was that camera that she was watching from. I guess.
Our friend Rowan said Dan is hot. She fancies him.
Dispute.
Oh,
I mean, actually,
I don't need to. He's gross.
I do think that physically, his body is changing when he's been in the house. I think he actually has got more muscular in the house because they're maybe working out a lot, or he's like shredded whatever fat he had before he went in. So like he's more defined than he was, I think. Because I've seen, obviously, we saw him in like the dollar bill speedos a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And he put those back on again last night, and he looked better in them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I hadn't examined him in that much detail. I think he's gross, and I think he's ugly.
He looks very Australian to me.
Yeah, he does that big old nose and everything. It's true. Australian men do have a very specific look about them, don't you think?
You say that, but they don't all look the same.
No, but there's a singer in a band that I like that's Australian. He looks just like Dan. So I don't. Yeah, they don't all, but there is that type of Australian man who looks like that. So then Hannah agreed with what Angela said last night about Matt, Dan, and Xavier having the votes. I put, it's too late now.
Same. I said you should have done this while Angela was in there.
Yeah.
Hannah said, I know you want Chad out. Sophie goes, who told you? Hannah said, Angie.
And Sarah said, they're the ringleaders of the house. And Sophie said to Chad, the boys want to take you out. And didn't Chad say, don't always believe what
Don't
you
trust
hear?
everything you hear.
Stupid Chad.
Such a dum-dum.
Someone's trying to help him and he still don't get it. So then Sophie was going against the girls.
She's like, I don't know who to believe.
Oh, yeah, that was it. And I was just like, ugh.
Did you notice that shit from the balloons was still everywhere in the bedroom?
Oh, really? Oh, along with all the possum shit. Hannah said to Marissa, they've put you up 4 times. Was it 3 times? And then Marissa said 4 times.
She said 4 and Marissa was like 5.
Oh, my
5
God.
actually.
And then
Marissa said, you just got to think to yourself, Dan hasn't won anything, Zave hasn't won anything.
which she pointed out again later in the Domino's task.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, before they did win. Spoiler alert.
That's what it's for. Like,
I was singing that as well. I'm worried Hannah is going to get evicted. Yeah, for speaking up. And sure enough, She did. The person who come up with